Framework's mission is to fix consumer electronics, one category at a time, by making them modular, reparable, and upgradable. It's the only laptop maker to ever truly succeed at that upgradable part. But desktop PCs are already modular, so why is Framework making one? Let's start with the gadget part. Yes, the tiny 4.5-liter gaming desktop that Framework announced yesterday is just as cool in person as it was in Framework's photos, and yes, it can game. The first benchmark was promising but not exactly running smoothly, averaging just under 30 frames per second at 4K with ray tracing, FSR upscaling, and frame generation turned on. But when we swapped to a native 1440p at ultra settings, no ray tracing, and none of AMD's fancy tricks, I saw a PS5 beating 73 frames per second average, with lows of 60 frames per second. From a box that's actually smaller than a PS5, or an Xbox Series X, in volume. That's because the Framework desktop contains a new and rather unusual AMD Ryzen AI Max processor whose integrated Radeon 8060S graphics are as powerful as a discrete mobile graphics chip, namely, the laptop version of the NVIDIA RTX 4060, and can apparently trade blows with the mobile RTX 4070 when it gets enough sustained power like the 120 watts it can tap into here. Framework's desktop lets you pick your own front I/O ports thanks to the same expansion cards on Framework's laptops. It has magnetic front and side panels that easily pop into place, then slide down to secure. There's an optional carry handle that I already love. When you spin each of its halves into place, they act as the thumb screws to keep your case fully closed, then you screw the two halves of the handle together using the handle itself, and it feels incredibly secure once you're done. It also seems easy to personalize this case. There are 21 slots for colored plastic squares on the front panel. You can 3D print your own. I saw some Lego bits attached to 3D printed studs on one and fake grass attached to another. And it's incredibly easy to pop the squares out to make room for new ones if you remove the front panel first. With Framework's laptops, the reason they're so easily upgradable is that Framework builds an entire computer on a swappable board, right down to the USB-C ports, save for the other components you might like to easily upgrade: storage, memory, and Wi-Fi/Bluetooth radios. This is only one component, memory. Different from that, and maybe flat mount CMM memory can change that in future designs. I will note, though, that Framework did not promise that the Framework desktop would have future revisions or boards available. And there's no mention of upgradability on its product page. Stay tuned for more updates. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe.